Taylor Swift, who has been a pillar of feminism, has gotten engaged.
But I personally think that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are fucking frauds. I don't know if anyone knows this, but the NFL and the US government literally go hand in hand. And since the moment that they started dating up until now, the NFL has brought in $1 billion.
If he were to marry the woman that he would be happy with, he would have married a black woman. Hence, why when he had the most freedom and why when he had the least amount of his optics being put in the equation, that's why he was with black women, because it really didn't matter then.
It's a love story. Taylor Swift said yes. Yep, you heard that right, you guys. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce just dropped the collab we didn't know we needed. An engagement announcement on Instagram. If you were to ask me, I honestly didn't expect Taylor Swift to share this publicly, but who knows what else is on our 2025 bingo card. While the likes and congratulations are still rolling in, the internet is already doing what it does best, predicting a breakup, roasting her ring, and debating whether this is the start of her career's downfall. Some people are hyped, some are being flat out jerks, and some are straight up calling out the online chaos for dimming her light during what should be a truly special moment. So let's break it all down, you guys. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift literally broke the internet 2 days ago. Their post has over 20 million likes with their engagement announcement, and they both shared a joint post featuring a carousel of photos from the moment Travis popped the big question in a garden overflowing with pink roses. They look absolutely stunning, and they captioned the photo, "Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married." And then she added the soundtrack with the song So High School. Taylor's engagement ring flaunts a huge rectangular old mine brilliant cut diamond on a gold band, and it's reportedly an 8-carat valued at $550,000. And while a ton of Swifties are totally here for Taylor's engagement ring, I noticed many people all over the comments on social media couldn't resist roasting the ring, calling it gaudy and hideous. This tweet with over 16,000 likes, "Rich people have absolutely no taste. That ring is awful." Someone said it looks like a football championship ring, and I can't stop laughing. One person writes, "I'm very happy for Taylor and Travis, but I'm gonna get out in front of this. I really don't like the ring. It's too big and gaudy." Another person said, "Taylor Swift's engagement ring is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. Are celebrities in a competition to see who can have the ugliest engagement ring? All that money and the ring is still effing ugly." Now, while Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce seem to be very much in love, and many people are here for them in this whole relationship, people have been pointing out that the cultural fallout looks very different for each of them. Travis's brand is rooted in sports and podcasting, so his image doesn't really hinge on who he's dating as much as Taylor. Taylor, on the other hand, has always had her relationships tied to her art, her music, and even her brand identity. That dynamic tapped right into bare conversations about patriarchy and the rise of conservative tradwife content online, where women are often reduced to their roles as wives or partners while men's careers stand on their own. So this whole question on social media became, could marriage reshape Taylor's narrative? This creator's video went viral, claiming that Travis didn't really marry Taylor for love, but for the perks of being with one of the world's most successful pop stars.
For men, the optics of marriage means way more than marrying someone happily and being with the person that you actually want. If you haven't heard already, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift are now engaged, and I cannot say that I am shocked. Although it can be very easy to want to take Hollywood relationships and marriages with a grain of salt, I really do feel as though Hollywood relationships and marriages really do set the precedence for just average people relationships, predominantly heterosexual relationships, because I am a firm believer that men, based off of where they are in their life, that's what's going to determine who they marry and how they marry. Most men are not going to marry someone that they're going to be happy with. They're going to marry the person that makes the most sense. Taylor Swift makes the most sense for Travis Kelce to marry, because we all know, based off Travis Kelce's history, if he were to marry the woman that he would be happy with, he would have married a black woman. Hence, why when he had the most freedom and why when he had the least amount of his optics being put in the equation, that's why he was with black women, because it really didn't matter then. Optics weren't going to make much of a difference because he hadn't won a Super Bowl. He hadn't been, this big, this popular. And under patriarchy, you have to, as a man, you have to practice patriarchy. And Travis Kelce, being a white man, would be practicing patriarchy incorrectly if he were to get married with a black woman, aka the woman that he would actually prefer, the woman that he would actually be happy with, because he has to keep up the optics that fall in line with his brand, because it is the level of Taylor Swift being so big in her own lane of music that it wouldn't be able to overshadow Travis Kelce's career. And it's going to make Travis Kelce's career better.
Comments were divided. Can we just say congratulations and go? Like, she has enough money. I think she wants kids. He is marrying what's expected, not his preference. Later on in life, when they divorce, he will definitely go back to his preference. Some people talking about it in a business sort of way. This is a huge win for Kelce and the NFL. It's a business proposal / arrangement. Others chimed in saying that if Taylor has kids later down the line, it could help counter declining birth rates. For those of you who don't know, recent studies predict that 45% of women aged 25 to 44 could be single and childish. With the whole child-free movement and single by choice movement, this whole trend is largely fueled by women prioritizing careers, taking advantage of greater educational and economic opportunities, and embracing cultural norms that support female autonomy. And I also wanted to touch on this because I feel like this is kind of shitty, but some people on TikTok were already low-key rooting for Taylor's downfall, saying stuff like, she's gonna get a divorce in a few years, I'm calling it. Others are like, at least the album's gonna be worth it if she gets divorced. And these videos were getting a lot of likes, you guys. This person goes, and this is why Taylor never posts anymore. On top of all of that, the engagement has sparked conversations about prenups and how their assets might be divided given both of their massive net worths. What's at stake in a Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce prenup, as pop star has more to protect with a $1.6 billion fortune? Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are set to tie the knot after getting engaged, but legal experts advise that the wealthy power couple prepare an ironclad prenuptial agreement before they say I do. And quote, a prenup makes total sense for them. Taylor is reportedly worth around $1.6 billion and Travis has about $90 million. That's a huge difference. Kara Trobeck, founding partner of Bespoke Law, tells Page Six Tuesday, and quote, having a prenup lets them both go into their marriage knowing their separate assets are protected and avoids messy, expensive litigation if things don't work out. For people at their level, it's really about peace of mind and keeping things private, not about planning for divorce. Meanwhile, Travis Kelce's dad, Ed Kelce, recently spilled the beans in an interview saying that Travis and Taylor Swift had actually been engaged for nearly 2 weeks before going public on August 26th, and Travis had originally planned a big proposal but opted for a more intimate moment at his Missouri home.
He was going to put it off till this week. I think she was getting maybe a little antsy, but he was going to put it off till this week to, make some grand thing to make it a big special event. And I told him repeatedly, you could do it on the side of the road, do it any place. That makes it a special event when you get down on one knee and ask her to marry you. And it helped that Scott Swift was telling him the same thing. He made a floral garden around a gazebo in the place where he lives in Lee Summit now. Got her out there. Supposed to go out to dinner. He said, "Let's go out and have a glass of wine." And she got out there, and they got out there, and that's when he asked her, and it was beautiful. She got they started FaceTiming me and their mother and her folks to make sure everybody knew. So it's to see them together is great. They're just two young people very much in love. Kind of knew this was going to happen months ago, and to be honest with you, at least that was my guess was probably during last season. This one, it really became obvious that they were just crazy about each other. A week ago, I asked Travis, I said, "So when are you going to announce the engagement?" He said, "Whenever Taylor says so."
Whether you're here for this romance, the ring drama, or the career debates, one thing's for sure, you guys, Taylor and Travis just gave the internet a lot to talk about. And honestly, I'm happy for them. You can tell Taylor and Travis are truly in love, and this relationship feels so different from her past with Joe Alwyn. With Joe, she was basically seen as this forever girlfriend for 7 years, no engagement, no marriage, no ring. Whereas with Travis, it's been about 2 years and she's now engaged, and it feels like she's stepping into a partnership where her happiness and their shared life actually come first. They're both at the peak of their career. They seem mentally and emotionally ready, mature. But let me know what you guys think about the news and the backlash they've been getting, both about the ring and the whole Tradwife / patriarchy controversy, and also people anticipating her divorce, because that's wild. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.